Now, I know the location that he is, where he is. Kind of completely forgot. But there's a few items that we're going to be getting here anyway. So, first of all, let me bypass these guys. We're not going to jump down again. Let's take our shield. Let's move over here. Move over here. Now, I actually already forgot that I was supposed to put a specific ring on. So let's pass this over here and go this way. Now we're just gonna let this guy come to us. Oh, he fell, so that makes things easier. Didn't get any souls, so did he actually die? Oh, that's right, if he falls he wouldn't have died. So let's start by switching this ring to this ring. So the reason why of course we're using this ring is so that the actual serpents are in the edges, don't actually shoot us down. For example, you see that serpent over there, doesn't see us. So we're gonna... Okay, so apparently something... we aggroed something, okay. So we're gonna... Okay, so we got in here. Pretty much, you know, that took care of itself. Now let's open this up. And we have a light titanite shard. Let's just go ahead and drink some and to be nice and full. Now what's gonna actually happen is we have to, like I mentioned before, there's actually a few NPCs. So look, we're gonna quickly go over here, right? We're gonna actually purposely just drop down and then come to us. Alright. And let's go ahead and talk to our buddy right here.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you. Ah, so you see my plight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development. Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin. Perhaps I could... Bah.
I think that's all his dialogue.
Perhaps. Bah.
Okay, so this guy's dead. Let's kind of figure out, walk around here. Oh, okay. So we okay, so we're gonna run over here. There's another little place that we can dip and hide. Now we're gonna completely go up and he's gone. So now let's drink again. Now this thing here, it should be an enemy, the mimic. Oh, actually no, it's not. I thought it was. We gotta watch out, there is one. So this is the ring of steel protection. It's one of the items here that we definitely want. So why do we want this? I mean, I'm still gonna use this, the ring of fog here, but the ring of steel protection pretty much. Let me, where is it? Steel ring, where is it? There we go. As you can see, it just increases our defense by a lot, by the way. So it increases it by 50 points, you know, for physical defense. So this ring is, we're gonna end up using it for, you know, when fighting the boss. But for right now, we're gonna keep the ring we have on. So now we gotta run back. We're gonna run quickly down, and we're gonna dip in here. And of course, we're gonna have our shield ready because I think there's something that's gonna want to fight us in here. And there he is, coming to get us. Come on, dip out and... Okay, so we got rid of him. Now let's quickly touch over here. So now we gotta quickly get over here. Oh, we did get there, but you know, we still got hurt. Now we do need to go this way, but we're not gonna do that right now. So why? Because we need to manipulate this thing over here, because we want that ball to change direction. Nope, we don't want it. We don't want it to go that direction. Let's do it again. We wanted, of course, here as well. And let's push it again. And let's just like let it fall that direction. First of all, we're gonna run all the way over here. I mean, actually, what's up here before we go? And we open this. No. Then we run over here. Let me. Do we? No, that one's already open. All right. So let's drop down here. So now, this guy that's over here. Which I don't understand why he actually didn't die. Let's go ahead and just shoot him. Let's drop down here. So let's run over here. Just wait for him. And okay, so we took him out. So why did we come here for? We actually came here for several different reasons. Main reason is this particular NPC. So let's go ahead and talk to him. Talk.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive. Oh, heavens! Thank you. I'm saved, and I'd love to resume my travels, but I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery. Oh, hello. I'll be an
Okay, so pretty much we're done here. There's literally nothing else to do except grab this. Let's walk here. We'll take the hero soul. And let's get back out. So now we're gonna go all the way back to where we were. And we're now gonna go ahead and grab the second, a different route. Because we need to get a very important ring. So let's see, are you gonna be coming down this way? No. Okay, so if you, there's something here in the corner somewhere. See it? So if we go here and fall here, we can grab it. So it's a weapon. So let's drop here. So now we're gonna go all the way back. And with any luck, the boulder doesn't show here, because sometimes the boulder actually resets and moves in a different direction, and you know, to pretty much hurt us. So now let's see. Okay, so let's run all the way over here. So now this is what we're gonna do again. We're gonna actually push this over here, and we want that ball to go, you know, in that direction. And we're just gonna push this over here, because we don't want it to go in this direction anymore. But I believe if we may have to, you know what? Let's do this. Okay, so now we're gonna go down. Now you have to let the ball fall in here at least once. And then we're gonna literally just walk down the path and keep going. And apparently that what we wanted, it actually didn't work. So we kind of... Okay, so we're gonna go back over there to reset it. So here is actually one of the areas that we gotta deal with. This thing is a nasty, and you'll see what I mean. So let's hit it, let's hit it, let's hit it again, and hit it, and hit it. There we go. So because we're strong enough, we were able to take it out. So if you were not strong enough, he probably hurt you. So now we have the lightning spear. Now we're gonna go back because we did it wrong. And we're lucky that this is not resetting. Normally it would reset now. Let's kill this guy. Let's grab this item. And let's drop. Now we're gonna go back. So right after we grab our serpent ring, this is actually the golden ring. Serpent ring. It allows item discovery. So we're gonna try to run directly after it. Let's go ahead and drink some. And we're just gonna try to run directly after it. You can just drop here. You can drop here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually hide here in the corner. And we're gonna allow the ball to keep dropping. It's actually more than one ball that needs to drop. They kind of stack. There we go. Nope, there's actually one more. Now this looks like a ladder we can go down, and we'll be going there in a moment. But let's wait for another boulder to hit and crush us. We didn't mean to do that. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so let's grab this. We got a ring. Now we're gonna let another boulder pass. Now we're gonna go here, go here, go here. We're gonna actually just climb down. And what do I have? Nothing. So let's climb back up. Now when we go here, now we gotta be very careful, because when this goes up, we can actually go in the area that's actually gonna hurt us. So we gotta get off there. Then it goes up, and then there's some spikes. So as you may already recognize this area, we were here. You see, we couldn't open this before. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna actually head up. Hopefully it doesn't come yet. See, he wanted to get us. No, actually it didn't. Okay. So now we're gonna go up here. We're gonna put our shield. Let's go ahead and have a drink. So now the area that we're in is a little bit tricky. And you definitely need this ring on, so that we don't get shut off. We don't want to aggro anything. Okay, so we're gonna... Alright, so we should have not slowed down. So now we gotta do the whole thing again, but it's not a big deal, because this place is actually not as long as it seems. So we already got one of the two most important items in this game. I mean, this area. There's actually a few other things that we will have to get later, but for right now we don't. So we're gonna not step on there this time. We're gonna run over here. And let's go. Okay. So this one is easy. We gotta, pretty much those guys are just there to knock us off. See what we have behind her, and she gets shot again. So now from here it just becomes easier. Now the ball may have redirected, so we kind of have to... Actually didn't, so we're gonna go back up. And now let's see, did it... Okay. We forget about that. Just drink quickly. Okay. But not a big deal because these guys are actually not really strong. Okay, so we need to be careful with that. Let's go ahead and let it pass. Okay, so we're just gonna run really quickly. We may get hit, but it don't matter. I mean, we're not gonna die. So now we go ahead and drink again. Kind of have to kind of be careful there. Then in this area that we're back, we just have to be careful here. And that's it. It's kind of tricky because two of them are really close together. Now we're not gonna go behind there because that's just death. Now let's go ahead and deal with this one here. And we need to go back because there's actually, I believe, an item over here somewhere. And of course we have its guardian. So we have, it's just a light stat tonight, two of them. But of course those things come in handy. So let's go up here. Now we got to be careful. So what we're gonna do is actually turn on our bow. And we're gonna shoot him. If you do not do it, he's gonna shoot you. Now, did you see that guy that was throwing the bolt? He's actually the reason why we're using the ring we're using. Not necessarily him, but others like him. They're like spread around. So using this ring actually makes it easier. So now comes the hardest part, which is just not falling from here. So we're gonna go ahead and go. As you can see, these two are not really spread apart. So we're gonna quickly walk and then quickly walk, and we're literally home free. Now we are in, okay, so we're technically not home free yet. So let's drink. What's gonna happen is we actually have to drop down to where the bonfire is, and there's these guys that throw like barrels, fire barrels. So we don't want to kind of wait around, because then we just, all we're gonna do is get killed possibly. So now here we are. We are on the bonfire. So first thing we're gonna do is we gotta use 3 humanities, right? So use 3. I'm gonna press OK. I believe that we might even be able to use like a 4th one here. I'm gonna try it anyway, because I think that we may be able to level up this bonfire to give us like 20 Estus like we did at Blighttown, the one all the way in the bottom. So let's go to Kindle. Now in this area we do have a merchant that sells quite a few things that we definitely want. So we can pretty much get them now or get them later. So let's try to see if we can level this one more time. I really don't want to spend the humanity, but because I gotta farm quite a bit of humanity. At least a stack of 99 I would like. So let's try kindling. Yep, we can. We can actually do it all the way to 220. So now we're gonna leave. And here comes a little part that we gotta be careful. So remember, we don't want to fall. So see these stairs, just kind of have to hug it. There we go. And we're back to where we were. So see that big guy? He's actually the bastard that throws those boulders that have been crushing us. So we actually have to take him out on a few others. We don't want to chill here because of what I stated. So let's run here really quickly. Let's grab this. And as you can see, he up there is the one that's actually throwing those like barrel fire things. So let's go ahead and grab this. So we're going to quickly go up to where he is. We don't want to really hang out here too much. So let's see. Let's run over here. I think something's chasing us. Okay, there's not. So we're gonna go up high. I think we are. Yeah, we are. Because we want to get rid of him. So we're gonna go up the stairs. We're just gonna quickly walk. We gotta be careful because there is an archer there that wants to like knock us down. It's just like one of those cheap blader guys. Okay, so we're not gonna go through that fog wall yet. It takes us to the boss, as you can see. Then there's like a few other places that we can go to, and there should be, or have been, some like a summon sign. But I think we have to talk to that to the merchant, and I believe the merchant is the one that actually helps us. So there goes the giant. So let's aggro this guy. Let's drink. Okay, so these guys actually stay dead, so they don't come back. And he gives us a titanic chunk. So now we don't have to deal with him anymore. And these things, even though they look like boulders, this is the guy that was throwing like those fire things at us. So let's get out of here. And now we can actually explore some. So we're gonna go this way. See, and here he is. This is actually the summon sign. So here's where he's hiding. Well, actually, he's not the one I thought. He's actually not the NPC, it's someone else. But at least we know where he is, right? So we're not gonna go ahead and even fight the boss yet, because there's actually a few things that we want to do. So let's get down here. I mean, we should be able to just drop down here, right? Now, we can drop down here to go at some other extra stuff in Sam Fortress, but we don't want them right now. We will be getting them later, but we will be dealing with some bladers in a moment, and a few other guy. So let's drop down here. Let's go down here first. Let's get our shield ready. And what is this area? Okay, this is where we came from. So we're gonna go here. There should be like an enemy here somewhere. Okay, so there he is. Okay, so just has like a cheap titanite shard. We just gotta be careful that nothing like throws stuff at us. So he's dead. We got another. We got a sword. And what do we have here? We have a flame stone plate ring. Too bad we didn't have this earlier. So let's just look at a ring and and we can see what it does. So boost fire defense. So pretty much this is the ring that we're gonna want to later on use when we're fighting the dragon in the bridge. That's all the way in the beginning. This is also the ring that we want to use in that area that we destroyed that gigantic thing. I don't remember what it's called. The one that killed herself in the pit. Okay, so now that we took care of those, we're gonna actually go this way, because now we don't have that guy in the top trying to get us. And there's actually a few enemies that we want to deal with. Now, see that guy there in the corner? We fought one of him like him earlier. So these guys look harder than they really are. Let's drink. Okay, so he's gone. Let's actually drink. And then let's go this way. So let's go down. Now we're gonna fight a specific NPC here. He's like a unique NPC like Carvel. I forgot what he drops. I believe he drops like a raper. But he doesn't. He pretty just looks like a regular knight. And he just like, once he's gone, he's gone. See, so we get Richard's raper. So that was Richard. So we got rid of Richard. And now let's see. We got some items. Divine Blessing and Rare Ring of Sacrifice, which this game has quite a bit of these rings, but I kind of find those rings a little bit like useless. And as you can see how many souls we have, so at this point we're getting a lot of souls, but of course the ring helps. So in the next area, once we actually kill the boss, in this area, we're gonna start farming early. I mean, I actually didn't go ahead and buy all the arrows I needed because I really don't. To be honest, I have enough to get there. Plus, I also have the little voodoo doll that we need to go through the painting. And by doing that, okay, so now we are gonna see this guy does over here. I think that I can just drop down onto him, like if I run on the ledge, and we can just completely kill him, but at the same time we can also do an arrow, like this permanently turns off the boulders. He will more than likely drop something, whatever it is. I'm not gonna really pick it up. I'm not gonna bother. and he just kind of stays there to, like, you know, giving him abuse. I think it's kind of, I mean, he's not able to throw the boulders, but I think he wants to. So now I believe nope, actually he doesn't turn into anything that drops, so that's like a good thing. Now, we are gonna go this way, actually. Let's kill this blader. How much souls does this guy give us? He gives us 500, so it's like nothing big. Because this area is really not a good area to like farm anything. Then we go here, though. Can we break something? No. There is like a few pieces that we can drop down too. Okay, so we were already here, right? So we went that way, but and yeah, so we actually don't need to go back there. That's what's gonna lead to the boss, and we don't want to go there, not yet. So if I don't die here, which I hope I don't, because we gotta jump. We jump right here, and we fell, but we didn't die. So let's go ahead and grab some zombie juice, drop 'em here, and let's try that again. Okay, so now let's try this again. There we go. Now we have this merchant here.
Another undead, eh? I took on Sen's fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul searching. There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool.
Okay, so he has... See, he sells the green, he sells the large, he sells them for 4,000 each. I don't really feel like spending the money I have on that. And at one point I swore that he had twinkling tantanite, but I guess I'm wrong. So now, of course, he has like a tower shield, he has like a blader shield, great axe, and a great sword. But what I really want from him, see, because he has the thunder, stone plane ring, and then he has the spell, you know, stone plane ring. Then of course we have the onion gear, and then we have the steel gear. He has blader gear too, but so you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and buy the great sword. I don't care about the blader shield. I'll buy the tower shield. And let's go ahead and buy some arrows. more arrows.
Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anor Londo. Not in your state. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand a chance, you'll be eaten alive. But go along if you wish, if only to deepen your despair. Let me give you a... don't even... For a set the Night King, you won't stand, but...
Okay, so we're gonna leave.
Try and make something of yourself, but nothing will come of it.
Now we gotta be a little bit careful because downstairs there's gonna be like a bunch of rats, and but we still wanna grab whatever that's grabbed there, and we also don't want to fall. Have you noticed that's a very long fall, and even if we had fall control, that's not gonna really work. So before we go over here, let's. Well, I guess there is no rats. I was thinking of a different area, so let's kill this thing. Okay. We got whatever Flameberg. We got cage key. Well, the cage key. I don't know what that key is for. Could have been for Logan. But we have the master key, so that worked out, but I'm not too sure. That key could be for something else. So let's go back up, all the way up. We'll talk to the guy again. If we drop down, we should still survive, because we have plenty of health.
What is it? Let me give you a nib. Don't even... For a set the Night King, you won't stand, but...
Alright, let's go back to purchase and... Let's buy like 10 large arrows. Okay.
Go along, try and make something of yourself. But nothing.
Okay, so now... We're gonna jump this again. We're to be in the corner and jump. We're dead? No, we're not dead. So... So now we're gonna fight the boss. So as you can see, this area is really not hard. When you first get here, what happens is that you don't know where to go. And then of course you get knocked off. But this ring does help us because it just kind of makes them hard to see us. Now when I get up there, we're gonna switch rings. Because we need more defense for this boss. And if we don't switch rings, we may regret it later. So we're just gonna calmly walk as we already kind of killed everything we need to kill. Like I feel like I'm missing something, but to be honest, at the moment I don't care. Oh, okay, so we go here. That's what that's for, okay. Okay, so that's pretty much we unlocked the shortcut. Yep, so that's a shortcut, that's what that's for. Okay. That's gonna be very useful for later. So when we go back here later, we don't have to actually go back the, the hard way. Now, there's nothing here that's gonna shoot us. We don't need to go back to that merchant right now. I mean, but we will in the future when we come back. And as we didn't rest in the bonfire, we didn't have to respawn anything. Now, of course, we're gonna go. Hold on, is there? We already went up here. Yeah, so we don't need to go back. but we want the help. So let's go over here. So once we get here, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick gear check. So what we're gonna do, change the ring. So we want the ring of steel protection, not the ring of poise. So don't bother with that. You will regret it. So, whoops. Okay, so let's go back. That's what I meant to do. See, nice defense. So versus thrust, versus slash, versus strike. It does nothing for like magic or flame or lightning, and then it does for physical defense. So bam, we're stronger. Now let's call forth Iron Tarkus. And we gotta wait. So now he's gonna help us defeat the boss. Let's make sure that he gets over here before you even go in there. Alright, Mr. Tarkus, so just like the previous NPCs, he's just there to so that, you know, so the boss aggroes him instead of us. Doesn't mean that the boss won't like start hitting us. And he's actually very strong, I think even stronger than us. Shit, come on, hit him one more time, buddy. Okay, so now we take the final strike. There we go. And I actually wasn't doing that much damage for him. But this guy does a lot more than me, but it doesn't matter. So we have the golem, whatever. So now, so here's the thing from here. Going straight over here, I have no idea what's over here. There's really nothing. And of course you see that little suspicious glowing thing. Right, examine ring of light. So let's touch it. Let's touch the ring. So as you can see, Sen's Fortress is not hard. I died one time because I decided to, like, you know, kind of divert. Well, a few times. But regardless of the fact, here we are. So, you know. So this is actually the third part of the game, as I mentioned. Now we have this nice cinema. Now this area is also not hard, but we're gonna be using that fog ring. We're gonna be using it here as well. And it's pretty much so that we don't really get sniped. So now we got another achievement. So now let's get out of here. If we die now, we should just appear right where they dropped us off. Now, see these guys here? Remember the arrows I told you about? Pretty much, if we get them from far away, they shouldn't. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so let's. Oh. Okay, and they're not hard like as you can see. So even though they are in golem, and you can see they give us 1500. So these guys, there's quite a few of them. So for example, if we come back out here, it should be like if we do it from really, really far away, they won't come after us. So let's go ahead and snipe him. Should be able to hit his arm. No. Let's aim for like leg here. Okay, higher. High. We're not even fucking hitting him. There we go. So these guys can drop the titanite chunks. So pretty much we can stay here for a while and, you know, drain all the arrows. I didn't really farm any more arrows. Also, if you take a quick look, I have 41,510. Pretty much that means that I can go ahead and invest in another level. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna add the it to strength. Because we're gonna want all the strength that, you know, all the strength we can. Now this area is also not hard. The bosses here are like twins, but there's actually more than one boss in this area. So now let's go ahead. Now another thing that I should have done, by the way, for this particular area, like when we're farming them, what we actually want to have on is this ring, and of course this ring, because they gave us 1500 without the rings. Of course they give us more. We're also going to go ahead and change our gear. It could be any gear, it doesn't matter. Anything that's like it's mostly for movement, you see, because so that we can actually move around. There is also a ring that will extend our bow range, and by extending the bow range it does more damage. So with the ring we'll see how much he gives us. Also, you guys already saw that they're really not a big deal, they're not that strong. So I can also farm them just using like my sword. But because they're so close together, it's easier to just use the bow. So this is pretty much the next farming area. Like, it's not as good as the area that where we kind of, you know, have the other ones chase us, only for the fact that you know that we have to use up arrows. So let's dip in here really quick, and of course we have a bonfire, and there is a firekeeper. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use more of our humanity. I am gonna use 3 because I believe I can level this up to 3. But we definitely need more humanity. So we're gonna kindle. Also, if we really wanted to, we can kill her for her firekeeper soul, but then we really wouldn't have a firekeeper this time to you know, level it up. Plus if we do, we destroy this particular fire. So we don't want to do that. Okay, we cannot can do anymore, but it already went to 20, so um, so we have an extra humanity we didn't need to use, but it's fine.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anorlondo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you. What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling. The bonfires attended by the keepers are special. They are linked to one another, and their flames never die. Yet never shall the keepers of these flames meet. If you require rest, now is the time. That is, after all, what the bonfire is for. If you require rest, that is...
Okay, so now we're just gonna go ahead and use the bonfire again. We're gonna level up and give it to strength. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna pretty much end the video here. I am gonna go ahead and farm the giants to run our arrows. Cause I could, pretty much I could probably like grab a couple of levels with all the arrows that I have here. And that's it for now. So thank you for joining me, and you know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, let's keep getting good. Okay, bye.